Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective, the collective oracle for today, Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. You know we love that for you. If some of it does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Real Love Tarot Intuitive Oracle deck by Raina Mardoff. And you can find this on Etsy. I love this deck. I do. All right. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. Ran a few errands. Well, I ran a errand after work. I went to Meijer. I decided I wanted to make coconut rice, so I got some coconut milk, some limes, some garlic. Gotta make it tomorrow with some veggies and munch on it all day. We got one on the table. Three on the table. Sorry, two on the table. Why did I say? Did I say three? I said three, right? It's two. We got three on the table. Should have brought in some chapstick or something. My lips are dry. Stupid wind. Four on the table. I love this card. It's like the Uno card. It always makes me laugh. Yeah. Hilarious. Four on the table. Okay. Five on the table. I went and got me a matcha from Starbucks. Don't judge me. I figured out I probably go there like once or twice a week now. It's definitely an indulgence. We got six on the table. Ew. Bubbles? That cat has the most soulful cry, I swear to God. Alright, we got 9 on the table. Let's do 2 more shuffles. 10 on the table, 11 on the table. Last shuffle. Wait, 8, 10, 12. Okay, we got 12 cards at the bottom of the deck. Can you hear that? That's Bubbles. Dude, literally just ate. Like, what are you doing out there? Oh, what's this card? I've never seen this card. Alright. I'm gonna set this over here on the sill. Don't fall. Alright. We've got opportunist. Pretending not to care. Pouring into empty cups. We've got Uno reverse on their ass. What does it say at the top? Absolutely the fuck not. Return that shit back to sender. Oh, hilarious. That's hilarious. They want revenge. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Trust your intuition. Crown chakra. Whorish ways. Shouldn't I say Moorish? Because it's implying that it's the man. I would say Moorish, but that's just me. Manifesting your dreams. They want a romantic relationship with you. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. I like how it's like a ramshackle. I didn't know. I've looked at all the cards before, but I don't think I ever really paid attention. And bottom of the deck, the spiritual masters and ancestors are working in your favor. Ramshackle is a word my mother would use. The spiritual masters and ancestors are working in your favor. Bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates for you. So the funny thing is I feel like somebody is manifesting in their dreams. Somebody is looking for romance. Somebody is looking to get into a relationship if someone isn't already. And while they're living their life and doing their thing, let go and let God, right? There's all this crap going on in the background. An opportunist pretending not to care that someone has moved on. This is someone this opportunist, someone might have poured into their empty cup, therefore leaving themselves empty and giving all that they had to this opportunist. Never put your eggs in one basket. Never put your water in one cup. it gives off like this opportunist would just take and take and take, like whatever somebody was willing to give, like I'll take it, give it to me. I want it, it's mine. You're going to give me energy, fabulous. You're going to give me money, fabulous. This is someone that wants revenge. This opportunist wants revenge on someone, maybe multiple people. I mean, who knows? This opportunist might have been sending some type of spell work, and if not spell work, because that's not out in the cards, but just manifesting for unhappiness, unfulfillment. Just speaking it into an existence for someone. Oh, I hate them. They're a bitch. They don't deserve anything. Blah 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 blah. Just nasty, hateful energy. This opportunist. Someone might have at some point thought that they needed to seek forgiveness from this opportunist. I'm sorry, please forgive me. This would be like someone having, and I'm just going to say it, having low self-esteem and not thinking too much of themselves and be willing to just give up everything that they want and hope for to give it to someone else. Like it's like someone treating you like dirt, but you keep on taking it, and then you ask them, like you lash out and be like, why are you mean to me? And then they lash out at you, and then you're like, oh, I'm sorry, please forgive me, even though like they owe you the apology, not you owe them the apology. This is someone that would be unfaithful. This is, again, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. This is someone that, like, they're just, whoever can give them the most things, whoever can provide the best for them, that's where they're going to go. I also think if this opportunist were to come in, they would give like a fake apology. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Very standard, generic apology with no real intention behind it. This is a situation that if this were to come in, someone needs to use their crown chakra, someone needs to use their intuition, someone needs to trust their gut. As I always say, trust that gut. When you get that feeling, that's your intuition. That's your body telling you that there's something off or there's something good. You know what I mean? Like your body will tell you every time. And if this opportunist is watching someone manifest their dreams, get into romantic relationships, start fresh, let go, let God, this opportunist wants to get close to someone. They want to leech off of them. They want to drain them of all their resources. It's very petty energy. What do they want revenge for? What does this opportunist want revenge for? Because they see someone happy? And the funny thing is you could look at it this way too. The opportunist wants a romantic relationship with someone, but they don't really. They don't really. There's no romance there. Or if there is, like, it's not going to last. You know what I'm saying? If this person with the Uno in reverse card, the return to sender, if this person is doing actual spell work or some type of negative manifestations, and I was talking about this yesterday, manifesting your dreams, like someone trying to get into your dream state. Again, I don't really believe. I don't really believe people can do that, technically, I guess you would say, but I believe that entities can. I believe like angels, God, demons, things like that. But I also think you let them in. You know, when your guard is down, you don't protect yourself, you don't ask for protection. When you don't do your own manifestations, okay? Then I feel you leave yourself open for things like that. But for another human to create a spell to let them into your dream state, and I feel like they're just going to see what they want to see. It's not going to, you know what I mean? It's not really going to have an effect or anything. And that's just my personal opinion. But again, if you're someone that protects yourself, and it's like, I think I talked about it. I think I talked about it early in the year when it happened. I I talked about it on my documentary that I did for my other YouTube channel. But earlier in the spring, like early, like still technically winter, but like I don't even think there was any snow on the ground. But I was bundled up, like I had my hoodie and I probably had one of my vests on, or I had a jacket on, and then I had a hat on. Or I didn't have the hat on, but I had it in the car with me. And I was driving to the lake in the morning, a Saturday or Sunday. I think it was a Saturday. And same route that I always take. You know, I don't really vary. I don't really do variations on the route until I get more east and north towards the lake. And then sometimes I take different little roads and stuff. But coming out of here, where I live, it's one way for me. In all honesty, I could go another route. It just wouldn't make sense. It would take longer. So I'm driving along, not far from my home. You know, maybe like 7 minutes away, maybe 5 minutes away, not that far. And I'm driving along, and I think I was listening to music, or I might have been listening to a tarot read, or maybe I wasn't listening to anything, but I was probably listening to something. And it's still dark out. It's early in the morning, you know. And I see something out of the corner of my eye, my right eye, from the back. It was white, and it came up alongside the back side of the right side of my car, hit my car. I felt it. And the weird thing is like the car moved. Like the car jostled. It hit the car so fast and so hard. It was white. And within seconds, I felt the pull on my crown. Like my head was just buzzing. And I kept driving. It's like 45 miles an hour through there. And I said, get the fuck out of my head. Right the fuck now. I'm like, get the fuck out of my head. You are not allowed in there, sir and or ma'am. Whatever the fuck you are. And it was gone. Whatever it was gone. There was nothing in the car. Like all of a sudden it was just gone. And I knew that it was gone. Whatever it was gone. And it's funny because every time I go to the lake ever since then, I keep my hat in my car and I wear my hat to the lake. Only when I get to the lake do I take it off. Me personally, I think it was some type of entity, some type of demon, some type of negative energy. I don't think it was a past friend or a past lover or anything like that. And it was negative. It gave me the heebie-jeebies. Like that was not an angel. That was not God. I don't know what that was. But they were not welcome in there. They were not welcome in my head, and they left. When I tell you guys that you need to protect yourself, you need to come up with your own way to protect yourself at all times. And yes, you can ask God for protection. Yes, you can manifest for protection. But you need to protect yourself at all times. And if there are specific people that you need to protect yourself from, well, I told you guys before, I cut the cord every single day. Every single day. And I will continue that indefinitely going forward until I am convinced that I do not need to. And I have a list of probably maybe like 12, 14 people that are on that list. Every day I cut the cord. Bobby, you're being obnoxious. And I don't know if I told you guys that story last night or the night before about the djinn. It was last night, right? The djinn in the mirror. How I thought it came through in the mirror in my bedroom, but it left through this mirror because there was some kind of blood here on the mirror. A jinn is typically a negative energy. It's typically demon-like. The funny thing is I never felt anything off. I did notice things like I would see shadows and like stuff like that. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Like I don't really usually get scared about that stuff anymore. And it was funny because I think I told you guys that I watched a read and they were like, oh, like somebody sent you a djinn. And when I heard that, like the hair on the back of my neck stood up and I was like, oh, I have a djinn. The thing is Someone trying to send me a demon. It's like trying to send a demon to the devil. And I think I've told you guys this before. Like, I fully believe that in a past life, like I was a really dark witch and in tune with all that kind of stuff. And I think I told you guys that I had that vision of the demon standing next to the window in my bedroom, and it's like it had come to do something to me, but when it saw me, oh, it kind of looked at me like, oh, it's you. And I just kind of looked at it, and then it kind of tilted its head and it nodded at me, and then it was gone. So, I don't know. Like, all I know is now in this lifetime, as the human that I am, for the last, I don't know how long, year and a half, I protect myself. I protect myself. I ask God to protect me. I ask my angels. I ask my dearly departed loved ones to protect me, as we all should. It's kind of funny. I have had a headache on and off all day, but now sitting here looking at these cards and thinking about this energy, like it's bringing that headache back. Like someone's a real pain in the ass. Whoever this opportunist is, like they're a real pain in the ass. This is someone that it's hard for them. It's hard for them to hold on to people, like friends, family members. Like people get fed up with them, sick of them. They're probably too demanding to fill my cup, fill my cup, fill my cup, but I'm not going to give you a damn thing. And they pretend not to care. They pretend not to care. But whoever does this opportunist wrong, like whoever, quote unquote, screws them over, depending on what they think that is, they always want revenge. Like, oh, you fucked me? Well, now I'm going to fuck you. Yeah. And it's, actually, it's kind of funny because I was thinking about the woman that I work with that I used to be friends with, and now she's kind of an ass. She's just a real nasty. She just puts off a real nasty energy. But I was thinking about her today, and it's just so sad, like that people let themselves get to that, because it's not like I don't have negative thoughts. I'm sure you guys have negative thoughts, but like when I get those negative thoughts, like I literally look to God and I'm like, dude, like forgive me. Like I don't want that to happen. I didn't mean to say that. Like I'm human. Like we all make mistakes. I'm going to try to be better tomorrow. Like mm. And the funny thing is I am not one of those people that's like, oh, love and light, love and light, love and light. No, I don't, again, we're human. We're human. We're prone to emotion, you know? And yeah, when you're on your spiritual journey, you're supposed to realize like control and harness your emotion, right? Okay, fine. But you can't do that 24/7. And sometimes there are going to be things that really freaking piss you off. Like people like this. People like my ex-friend at work. Like, and it's sad because underneath it all, You know, whoever this opportunist is, like, they're a nasty energy, they're an asshole. But underneath it all, like, this is just someone that another person would wish for them better, would wish for them a healing journey, would wish for them to wake the fuck up. You know? Like, at the end of the day, that's all we really want for everybody. You know, just wake the fuck up. Heal yourself. Let's go. Like, let's all work together. That's why we're here. Like, why else are we here? It is the year 2025, and when I look out to that world, I do not see utopia. Like, when is that going to happen? 21, 25, 22, 20, 22, 25? Like, I won't be here. I don't have kids, so my kids won't be here. My grandkids won't be here. I'm not crying, I swear. Like, I'm never going to see it. We're never going to see it, are we? A peaceful, loving existence. The way humans were always meant to live. You think we were all supposed to be shackled to a desk every day for 8 to 10 hours, 5 days a week, with only the weekends to sustain us spiritually, emotionally, physically, sexually? Come on. That's not how we were meant to live. That's not how anyone in this skin, come on. That is not it. And the sad thing is, you know, here's another sad thing. Has nothing to do with this reading. You have people out there that became billionaires, millionaires and billionaires from scratch. Like, they started off the poorest of the poor. They had nothing. They worked their way up, started their own business, entrepreneur, whatever. How do you think you keep that? Because once you get a taste of that lifestyle, you don't want to let that go. So how do you think you keep that? By continuing to work your ass off. Think of all the millionaires and billionaires out there that keep going. Like, when are you going to retire? Like, when are you going to retire? Like, how much more money do you need? Steven Spielberg. Let's just use him. I was going to use Oprah, but I don't really like Oprah. I don't really like Steven Spielberg either, but whatever. How many more movies does he need to make? How many more millions of dollars does he need to make before he can retire? Like, people literally get themselves in that mindset, like, oh, I'm a millionaire, but how do I keep this going? Oh, let me work myself to death for the rest of my freaking life. And they may not technically be working themselves to death like how a warehouse worker would be working themselves to death, or a McDonald's employee would be working themselves to death, but they're working until they're like 90. For what? You're a millionaire. Think about it. Think about it. It is so rare to see, like, an actual millionaire, billionaire actually fucking retire. Like, literally just retire and do nothing. Like, oh, I just travel the world now. That's it. Me and the wife and the grandkids and the kids. That's it. You don't ever see anybody do that. Okay, I was just thinking, the movie Easy Money. Has anybody ever seen the movie Easy Money with Rodney Dangerfield? It came out like, it was either the late 70s, early 80s, but I want to say 80s. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. Rodney Dangerfield is married. He's got, I think, 2 or 3 kids. 2 kids, 2 girls. And he's a plumber, I want to. No. He takes photos. Yeah, he's like a photographer. He takes like family photos, kids photos, that kind of thing. his mother-in-law is wealthy as like a millionaire. This old lady, okay? They live in a regular house. His two girls grow up normal. Like, they don't think anything of it. The mother-in-law is wealthy as... So, she dies and leaves the money to him. So they become rich, right? She leaves it to her son-in-law. They become rich. And it's kind of funny because I don't want to give away the ending, but she turns out not to be dead at the end of the movie. And they actually sort of kind of become friends. I mean, he kind of laughs about it and jokes about it with his friends. But there's something there. Like, her perspective on him changed because she thought he was like a low-life degenerate, and he kind of was. But he loved his wife and his two girls, And it's just a hilarious movie because she changed his perspective on life and he changed her perspective on life. Cuz she was that millionaire that never stopped working. Like, she just kept working. And I think originally it was her husband's business. And then he passed, I think that's what happened. He passed away and she took over. And I think like a department store, I think she owned, or a couple department stores, or I don't know, something like that. But it was just, it was kind of funny to see, like, at the end, like, they changed each other's perspectives on life. But the reason why I bring it up is because she's one of those people, like, she just started working and then she never stopped. And it's like, you can stop. Like, enjoy your time with your daughter, enjoy your time with your granddaughters. Like, you don't need to work. And she just kept working and working. And she didn't understand why the son-in-law didn't have that mindset. He works his, 8 hours a day and that's it. Like, he's not putting in overtime. He doesn't want to be at the office. He wants to hang out with his friends and fuck around. You know what I mean? He wants to see his daughters and be with his wife and all that jazz. She didn't understand that. Because I think people get stuck in that mindset. Once you accomplish something, you want to keep going. Sometimes you just take it too far, Because I know for me personally, like, there are things that I would love to accomplish, but I'm already 44. I'm not going to work myself to death till I die. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's not happening. Like, that's not the point. That is not the point of life at all. All right. Anyway, I ranted about that for 15 minutes. Sounded like something was being attacked out there. Can't really tell. Hopefully it wasn't one of the cats or one of the neighbor's dogs. All right. I think I'm going to leave it here. You're going to some opportunist comes in with some bullshit, please forgive me, crap. Someone from your past that you gave to and they never gave you nothing. Someone that went to this ramshackle thinking it was greener. Just kick them to the curb, will you please? Kick them to the curb. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I ranted and raved for like 25 minutes. All right. I hope it resonated. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope everybody found it entertaining. I hope everybody has a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.